So let's now look at variables. So basically, we use variables to store the data. So let's start with a very simple example wherein I have to take the name, right? We have to assign a variable value. So what? So my name is Divanshu. So let's assign it to a variable. So I'll just write this code. Now what I have done here is I have declared a variable name. I have used equal to sign here, which is the assignment operator, and I have written Divanshu in inverted commas. So this value Divanshu is being assigned to the variable called name. Let's print this variable and find out what happens. It says Divanshu. Let's ask for my age. So my age is 36, and let's print out my age. It says 36. So what has happened here? I have declared a variable called age. Using the equal to sign, I have assigned a value to it. That is 36. So the syntax is first we need to write the variable on the left hand side. Then we need to write equal to, and on the right hand side we need to write the value. Now, if we try to find out what type of variable this is, we can use the function called type, and let's find out. It says str. Str stands for string. String is another name for text. Any text based format, any text value which is there in computer languages, in programming languages, that is called string. So it is nothing but a set of characters or a combination of characters, and in normal terms, you can say it's text. Let's try to find out what is the variable type of our declared variable age. It says int. Int is integer. Let's find out what is my body temperature. So I'll use I'll declare a variable called temp, and I'll assign a value 98.4. Let's print this. It says 98.4, and let's try to find out what kind of variable this is. It says float. Now, anything which is in the decimal form, that in programming languages is known as float type of variable. Next, if I say how is the temperature today, how is the weather today, is it hot? The answer could be true or false. If I say it's very hot today, what do you think? So you might say yes, it is, or no, it might not. So the answer is either true or false, yes or no. So let's keep it like that. So choice is equal to say true, choice one, and choice two is equal to false. Let's print. Let's print them and see how's the output. Now let's try to find out their type, what kind of variable they are. Choice one, it's a bool, and choice two, that's also a bool. Now what is bool? Bool is boolean. So basically there are four types. There are more than four, but right now I'm discussing about four basic type of variables. The first one which I've discussed is string. We need to present that, write that in inverted commas. So either I can use a double inverted comma, or I can use a single inverted comma. Second is integer. Third is float, which is nothing but decimal. And lastly, I have discussed boolean. Sorry, boolean. which is nothing but true and false. If you note something here, I've used hash sign here. What a hash does, it just allows the interpreter to skip whatever I have written. So it is also used to comment. So I have mentioned a comment here about the kinds of variables which I have discussed. Don't worry, I'll be sharing this file with you. So the four types of variables which I have discussed are string, integer, float, and boolean. Let's also look at some rules of how we can assign a variable. What are the various nomenclature rules of a variable? So I cannot start a variable with a number. If I write this, it results in an error. It says it's an invalid syntax. That means I have to write it with a text only, right? So first thing which I can do is I cannot start a variable with a number. So that's an incorrect way of doing it, right? Second, I cannot use a keyword. For example, pass is a keyword. So if I say this, it again says invalid syntax. And you also see in Jupyter Notebook, this is colored now. A variable will never be colored, right? It will always remain black. So let's write it as PWD, right? Now it's okay. So I'll just comment this. We cannot use this. So let me rename it as this, and voila, it's through. Another rule, we can use underscore equal to 10, 100. But can I start a variable with an underscore? Let's see. I can. So I can start a variable with an underscore. I can start it with a text, with a character, but I cannot start it with a number. But I can have numbers, I can have the text characters, and only special symbol which I can use is underscore. These are certain nomenclature rules or syntax you can say for naming a variable, declaring a variable. Now, one good thing about Python, which is not there in case of C or C++, out here we do not have to declare the type of variable. Python automatically understands when we enter a value, what kind of value it is. So let's take it with an example. You might have seen you actually use it on daily basis whenever you are trying to log in into something, say your Netflix account or your Gmail account or your Facebook account. You're asked for your username and password. So out there, the portal is asking you to put in some value. So how do we take a user input? So in Python, how we can do that is, let's assume I have to ask for your address. So let me declare a variable address, and I'll ask you by just using a function called input, and I'll give you an instruction, enter your address. So let us assume the address is 10 Parliament Street, Delhi. Now let's print this. Voila, it's done. And let's try to find out what kind of variable this is. It's a string. Now let me ask you, what is your age, or which year you were born? So year is equal to input, enter your birth year, say 1980, print year. And let's find out the type of variable here is. It is not an integer, it is still a string. Now what has happened? We had entered numbers here. We had only entered 1980. Still Python has taken that as a string. Now why is that happening? So whenever we use the function input, whatever the user is going to enter, Python will always interpret it as a text, as a string value. And whatever variable it has been assigned it, that variable will be a string variable. Now, how if I want that this should be an integer, I can do this by typecasting. Now, what is typecasting? So I will write int input, enter your birth year, and let's say this is year one, right? Let's print this year one, and let's also find out the type of variable year one is. It says int. So what we have done here, we have first declared it. Another way of doing it is we can assign. So what we have done here is year is already declared above here, where the age was entered as 1980, right? And it was a string variable. So what we have done, we have converted this into an integer variable by writing int first in that, and in the brackets we have mentioned the variable name, that is year, and we have assigned it to year two. And if I print year two, it will give me 1980. So I'll simplify this for you. Print year, year two, type of year, type of year two. So I can write multiple commands also and then print. So 1980, that is year. Year two also is 1980. It is a string type, the first one, and the second one is int type. So let's just revise this. We're commenting the line. So we have already done that above. Let's go there. We have four types of variables: string, integer, float, and boolean. And by the using our input function, we can take in input from the user, and we can also do typecasting. Next, we will see about how operations are done on these variables.